Hey, what's up everyone? Josh with Fitness253 here for the first of the cheat meals on the channel. Now this one is going to be probably the simplest one you could possibly get. As you can see behind me, it's going to consist of cinnamon rolls and bacon. Pretty darn simple. Now I posted on Twitter what one did you guys want to see, and between s'mores lasagna, a chocolate pudding, and a bacon filled cinnamon roll, that one pretty much landslide won, and we're gonna go with it. First step we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 400. I did a simple search on Google on how to oven cook bacon, and from what I can see, it's the best way to cook it on a stovetop. If you're one of my younger viewers, cooking bacon is a little bit sketchy. There's gonna be grease going everywhere, and your parents probably aren't gonna want you to do that, and it's something you can use on a stove plate or a hot plate, but it's going to be very messy, and the danger factor is going to be there. So if you have access to an oven, if you convince your parents or convince like your roommate to let you do it, it's probably going to be a lot easier. And behind me, utilizing aluminum foil, the cleanup's going to be really easy. It's a 2-ingredient, 1 cook source cheat meal, and we're going to jump to me getting the bacon ready and putting it in the oven. Let's do it. All right, so behind me you can see that I have laid out the bacon. You don't want them to overlap, you just want them to be close. The nice thing about putting them in the oven is that when it cooks, they're not gonna curl up like the standard bacon would. They're gonna remain kind of flat. They are gonna shrink a little bit, but they're gonna stay relatively flat. Now, obviously the amount you can fit is dependent on the pan, and the time it takes to cook is dependent on the thickness of your bacon. This is relatively thick. It's gonna cook for roughly 15 to 20 minutes. We're not gonna do the full 20, because we are obviously going to put them in our lovely cinnamon rolls. This one happens to be a 5-pack. It depends on how much you want to cheat, but obviously we unrolled them to allow the bacon to get put back in, and we're going to roll them back up, obviously. So let's get into the crux of the matter here, which is, what's the point of cheat meals? You know, you work that day in, day out grind at the gym. How are you just going to cheat and ruin it all? That's on your seriousness. If you're about to step on that stage for competition, probably don't be doing cinnamon roll with bacon cheat meals. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. But you know, if you're that kind of guy like I am right now, that stage is about 2 years away. And there's tons and tons of grinding to be done in the gym. You still gotta have fun, you still gotta live life. One cinnamon roll with bacon once a month or 2 times a month isn't gonna kill your gains. To be honest, it's not going to. That's maybe 20 more minutes on a cardio machine or on that stair stepper, however you so choose. It's not gonna do anything for you. It's not gonna kill your gains. What it is gonna do is elevate your mood. It's gonna help with that, you know, that soul gains. It's gonna keep you in the game, because doing that chicken and rice grind and not having any fun and not drinking any alcohol if you're of age, it's just gonna mentally tax you. And if you're Mr. Olympia, that's what you have to do. That's a lifestyle that you so choose. But if you're that weekender who's trying to get fit, just trying to have a nice body, and you're not trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's not gonna kill you. What's gonna kill you is 3 to 4, 5 times a week eating McDonald's and then this and then going to the gym and be like, hey, I'm not getting any results. This one cheat meal combined with a well-tuned diet and exercise program isn't gonna kill you. It's just gonna make you happy. And that mental focus and that mental sharpness, it's what's gonna keep you back in the game. And it's gonna keep you going to the gym. This is just kind of one of those things where you see on people post like, hey, this is my cheat meal. You know that it's that one meal a week that you're gonna get a little bit of pleasure out of it. Doing that grind, you gotta have something at the end of the tunnel. And for me at least, I work out to have a nice body and to be able to eat stuff like this. You don't wanna have such a strict diet to where it's not fun. You're just not gonna do it. And that's why a lot of people go through those crash diets, because they do it super strict for 2 weeks. It gets really boring. Surprise, surprise, you fall back right into your routine. Just hit 400. Have a healthy diet and cheat a little bit on your diet plan, that is. But have a little fun. It just hit 400 behind me. Obviously, that little beep in the background. I'm gonna put the bacon in. I'm gonna catch up to you when the bacon is almost all the way done. Just a quick tip for drainage. Now, bacon has obviously a lot of grease. And to cut out some of the perhaps unnecessary calories, we're gonna drain it a little bit, and we're gonna utilize a little rig behind me here. Right there. What that is aluminum foil, 2 sheets of paper towels, and an extra oven rack. Sometimes ovens come with these, they're a little bit smaller. They have just enough of a little bevel on the bottom to create a gap that allows that air to come through. It's gonna help the bacon dry. What that's gonna do is perhaps save a little bit of extra calories from the grease. It's also going to make it easier on these cinnamon rolls to where when they're cooking, all that extra grease isn't gonna soak out the inside. And you definitely don't want that. We're gonna put icing on top. You don't want that to be a super soggy cinnamon roll. Just a quick little tip on that. You don't have to, you can do it however you want. Definitely gonna make a big difference though. All right, so flash forward about 17 minutes. Of course, that's gonna keep going. Now this is the most sketchy part because that bacon grease is potentially going to splatter. So definitely do this with a little bit of caution if you're one of the younger viewers. Now the good thing about doing the bacon first is that the oven's already preheated for the cinnamon rolls. It's gonna be super fast to get back to temp, which is gonna be 350 for the cinnamon rolls. We're gonna take these off real quick and we're gonna put them on here. I'm gonna hit it with a little fast forward. That way you guys don't have to watch the entire process. Let's do it. Boom, just like that. They're off right here. Now if you if you like your bacon a little bit more crispy, keep it in there longer. I like it a little bit not underdone, but I don't like it absolutely burnt. And you have to think, it's gonna take 25 minutes for the cinnamon rolls to cook. The bacon is going to cook a little bit further, so if you absolutely destroy it and you like your bacon dark, it's only gonna get even darker when the cinnamon rolls cook. Take that into figure. It's gonna be messing around with it. I've never made these before, so I decided to err on the side of caution a little bit, cook them a little bit before how I like them, hoping they'll finish with the cinnamon rolls. Let's roll it together and we'll pop it back in the oven. All right, now for the assembly. As you can see here, we have a disproportional amount of bacon to cinnamon rolls. We got 10, we got 5. You know what that means? We're doubling up on the freaking bacon. All right, so we're gonna hit it with 2 per, which is good because these are kind of long. Now they're not meant to contain the bacon, but you know what, we're gonna do it. Try to get it as neat as possible. Presentation counts. And then right over in the dish, already hit it with the non-stick spray. I don't know about you, but that looks like a bacon cinnamon roll to me. Now we're gonna flash forward this, and I'm gonna get all in the pan. It's already at 325 right now because the bacon cooked at 400, making it that much faster. I'm not gonna say that Pillsbury designed their rolls to exclusively fit 2 strips of bacon, but that looks pretty damn neat to me. We're gonna wait for the 25 minutes, which is granted a long time to cook Pillsbury, but hey, you know, it's worth the wait. I'll catch you back in 25 minutes when hopefully they're golden brown and coming out of the oven. So just like that, 25 minutes later, and they look ridiculously good, golden brown. Double stack of bacon in between. We're gonna put the icing on them. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit and then I'll pop back to you guys. All right, so there we have a bacon-filled cinnamon roll. It is ridiculously good. Already snuck a few bites off camera. Definitely one to throw in for your cheat day. Hopefully you guys watch until the end. Definitely cool to have. It's a fun little treat, easy enough, 2 ingredients, a few pans, and if you're a younger viewer and your parents let you use the oven, definitely easy. Cleanup's a breeze because we use the aluminum foil. As always, appreciate you guys for watching. Take it easy.